This week, KY3 is exploring Ozarks Waters, so I set out to find the start of the river where many of us get our drinking water. I found a man who fights to preserve wood and water.
Just fell in love with the area, just the beauty of the timber and the clear streams, and just fell in love with it.
The land, the water here north of Seymour, Webster County. The place where the James River gets its start, and a long way from home for Jason Smith.
This is the beginnings of a wagon wheel bed.
Jason bought a farm here, and the Nebraska native is building furniture. Much of the wood comes from barns doomed for demolition.
This is all wood that was probably sawed somewhere between 1860 and 1900.
Jason's land has one of the very first creeks to join the James River, so he also feels a responsibility to preserve and protect the water, too.
I use very little herbicides or anything like that. There's no nitrates or anything going into the water. We don't do a lot of fertilizing, just natural fertilizing.
This pond behind me is the actual place where the James River officially begins.
A couple years ago, Joe Pitts and Tiffany Fry's group, the James River Basin Partnership, tracked down what they believe is the birthplace of the James.
I see the start of what I consider one of the most beautiful things on earth.
The wide river most of us know starts with a spring that fills this pond, gives that horse drinking water, gives some of us drinking water too.
What we do directly affects the beauty of the river at this spot all the way down to the end.
If the river wasn't where it is, the town wouldn't be where it is, and the recreational abilities wouldn't be where it is. The James River has a very rich history of being a recreational destination.
Well, it's tough to see Jason's water preservation efforts. Here's an example of how he cares for our history. These chairs, made from a barn damaged in the 2011 Joplin tornado outbreak. The barn, built by a Civil War veteran.
Look at what came from that. These barns, they were part of our American history, and they're disappearing at a really rapid rate.
Just one person preserving history, protecting the water. Now it's up to the rest of us, because we all live downstream. Paul Adler, KY3 News. It's really a beautiful area there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
If you want to see some more of Jason Smith's furniture, use the search term redeemed a little bit later this morning at ky3.com.